Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. He'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will be the first up today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year 2023.
Snags the quick throw, but a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down and the third down conversion.
The shotgun handoff here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Here comes a handoff. Fighting off the defender. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
He's across the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Brought down after 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm for the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Jackson. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, it's 2nd down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now on 3rd down.
He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And tackled after a small pickup there.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking to throw. It's Jackson. QB to the tight end for a completion. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First down and 10. Here's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. Well, Kirk, Western Michigan has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And the Aggies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And there's the handoff. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own in the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
We'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Back to throw. It's Jackson. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, A&M.
Chris, remember in college football, just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Here's the fair catch by the return man. The Broncos offense back on the field now. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground.
And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
So here we go. Off the huge gain, they set up now suddenly in the red zone for 1st and 10. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Touchdown, Western Michigan. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Back to throw. It's Jackson. It's a quick grab. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to...
Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. They didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
First down here for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
It's fourth down and a long way to go, but they're going to... And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down. What a play. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning. This offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. From the shotgun, drops back. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense short of the first down marker.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure. Play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Western Michigan offense back on the field now. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Just gets in the way, taking a shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. And looking to throw now on first down. He's looking to scramble. Gets some space around the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play and support.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. First and goal for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Defense bringing out some big fellas, trying to stuff the run here. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Hands it off on the counter. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Jackson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Aggies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking downfield, it's Jackson. And it's caught. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Single back, takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
1st and goal, handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Still plenty of life left. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
They'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on 3rd and long. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fair catch is made, but there is a flag down, so let's sort this one out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will keep going here after that special teams penalty. That's a design quarterback keeper. They've got him down out near the 40. Gain makes it 2nd and medium. An inside give now from the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. 2nd down play coming up. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Offense looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
When the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass, if they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch made inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off from the defense. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down. We're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Now, just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you guys to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding right and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Handoff from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the
Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's got some room and some blockers here. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Makes a quick catch. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. Well, Kirk, Western Michigan has the lead here with 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's a sack. They gamble and go for it, but the defense a huge stop on 4th and goal.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. Looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Running out of time in the pocket. We pressure him and sack him with the tackle inside the 10.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he finally steps out at the 10. Offense set up in great position.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You've just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the beatdown continues. Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback. There's another interception. We're losing track. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. And this one is getting ugly. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quick throw to his receiver. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. To the air. It's Jackson. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Finds his target. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Vasquez. Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20. Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance.
And looking for a big play here. The ball is picked off. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. To throw, it's Jackson. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? And he'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37.
What a job by this offense picking up the 1st down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do...
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And the PAT is good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. The Broncos offense back on the field now. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the offense just takes a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the